This episode is brought to you by ElevateOS, the only all-in-one community operating system. ElevateOS transforms property management, combining resident engagement, reservations, rent payments, maintenance, and concierge services into a single super app. It also uniquely integrates access control, intercoms, package lockers, and thermostats, eliminating app fatigue and redefining modern apartment living. Visit elevateos.com/MMN for a free demo and see how they can help you level up your operations. Welcome to another episode of the Multifamily Collective. Let's talk about the Edsel. Does anybody know what the Ford Edsel is? My imagination tells me if you're, let's say, 30 years or younger, you probably don't know what that is. Maybe if you're 40 years or younger, you probably don't know what that is. Or unless you read a lot of business books, especially some related to Ford or marketing books that are related to product type or go-to-market strategies and things of that nature. The Edsel was a car that was supposed to be this incredible product type for the Ford Motor Company back in the day. Let's say it was the 50s. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't do the deep research to figure out what year this car was built. At the end of the day, the company, specifically somebody in the organization, a design team, decided to design a car for themselves. They didn't do the thing that we know to be product market fit analysis or exercises. They didn't figure out what their go-to-market strategy was. They didn't interview the consumer. They didn't pick a consumer. They didn't build a persona. They didn't do anything that you would traditionally do in a go-to-market strategy to make sure that what you were building would actually be popular in the minds of the consumer, which is really important as it relates to making sure that that thing is successful out in the marketplace, that it actually sells. So when they built the Ford Edsel, there was this huge marketing campaign that accompanied the rollout of the vehicle, and it was a colossal failure. The Ford Edsel was a colossal failure the day it went into the marketplace. And to this day, it lives on in infamy because it is a testament to what you do not do when you launch a new product into the marketplace. You do, in fact, have to figure out who your ideal customer is. You do have to, in fact, take the time and invest the money to figure out who the consumer is that you're going after. Make sure that that consumer is at least likely to buy your product before you actually design the product and put the product into production. Because what you might end up with is a huge, colossal flop if you don't do that homework on the front side. So it's a huge lesson in making sure that we do our homework, that we do the reps, that we identify the ideal customer. We do personas. We do all that work that sometimes you think your gut can replace, but it cannot. You might be a little bit capable. You might be able to start the conversation, but at the end of the day, you have to make sure, unless your name is Steve Jobs, you're probably not going to get it right, even close to 100% of the time. So do your homework, do the reps, take care. We'll talk to you again soon.